Ready?
Yep. We got no spark. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to the channel. A lot of you dudes and dudettes have been waiting for this video to hit, and so have we, quite honestly. Jalen's home for spring break, so we went ahead and rolled her in here. This is a 1950 Chevy Coupe Deluxe edition, 6-cylinder, 3 on the trees. See, I had this up once. There we go. Belongs to a neighbor friend of ours. Been beating around central Nebraska in the heartland here for years and years and years. And by beating around, I mean there ain't too many straight places on this car, but it's still all here. You pop the engine, it's still got the belt on it. It's got an old 6-volt battery in it. But the wires, plugs are all there, carburetor, it's got an air cleaner on it. We haven't checked a single fluid yet. I mean, this is literally, we just rolled it in. In fact, it's still all full of mices and mices and nastiness inside. What we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can't get it to fire and run just a little bit. And if it looks like it's going to be something that the customer can, you know, bomb around town in, or the countryside, we're going to roll it back out, and then we'll get the leaf blower and power washer and everything, and we'll clean her out good, and then bring it back in and start doing the technicals. But yeah, for now, for this video, you're going to get a first start. I know it's been decades, and I'll get a number and I'll put it in here sooner or later, but I'm guessing this car's been sitting in a shed for 25 to 30 years.
The plate on the back is a 69 plate, so.
Yeah, so the last time it was ever plated in Nebraska was 1969, and then it's probably been sitting about since then. It might have had a teenager or two learn to drive in it, but you know, those are just the days. We still have cloth wiring. We're going to have to be really careful when we go hooking up power to this bad ride. But overall, I've seen worse. And we've gotten worse to run. So we're going to see what happens here. He says the motor is free, spins. Maybe Jalen will pull the spark plugs. We'll get a ratchet on the crank and see if it does indeed spin. Here, let's. Do we have dinosaurs? Ooh, clean. Ooh, is that water? No.
No.
Cleanish looking dinosaurs.
Maybe a little water.
Maybe a little moisture in there. We'll see. Put that back. We haven't had. Oh, the green juice lid is stuck. We could check the power steering and the air conditioning and power brakes, but it ain't got none of that. So let's get after it. We'll get a wrench on it, get some spark plugs pulled out, and go from there.
Is it a bad idea to use a really big ratchet to take out the spark plug?
No. Just try to be as nice as you can.
Yeah.
gear and see if we can rock it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There it goes.
That turned it pretty good.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. Let's see, we were going backwards though.
Yep.
Now, there she goes. There's a little breakage.
That should give us enough room.
Yeah, let me mark that. So on some of these old engines, it doesn't have a giant center crank bolt that we can get on with a giant socket and rotate the engine that way. It has kind of a flower pattern where, I don't know, they had a socket way back in the day and that fit it from back in the days of hand cranking your stuff or whatever. But this one does not have a giant bolt that we can get on. It does have that kind of 4-pedal flower cam action going on. So what we're going to do, it will turn. We got the spark plugs out. That helped. So we rolled it backwards a little bit in neutral. We're going to put it in gear and roll it forwards by hand and get it those 2 revolutions. And that'll show us that nothing's binding. If we hear any knocks or clicks or get a real hard hit on something where it stops, we'll have to investigate more. But I think we're going to get our 2 revolutions by hand, and then we'll be able to go on with, you know, cranking it mechanically. Oh, there. It's got a little compression. You can feel
no
it.
plugs in it either. So definitely.
Yeah, it's probably just. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
That had to be a couple. I don't know. It's not back
It's
to the top.
pretty easy. Pretty easy. There's
Past the top.
Engine turns over relatively well. Jalen ran the spark plugs through the wire wheel. We've got a fresh 6-volt battery in the car and fairly good connections. I mean, we're still talking a cloth wire here, and this bolt broke, but for now we're just gonna kind of squeeze it on here. And when we do this, we don't have any sparklers or flames or smoke anywhere, but we don't have a key on or anything like that. Now, starter's right down there, and this is, even though this is 6 volts, we have positive going to the starter, negative going to the block. So we're 6-volt negative ground, which, you know, a lot of these old cars are positive ground. This one's not. So let's, I think we're gonna disconnect this. Go ahead and turn that key to the right, Jalen. And that should be run. And then we're going to reconnect this and see. Still no sparks or anything. Anything on the dash or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
The battery gauge is in the middle, but I don't know what it was at before, to be honest.
Okay. I think the starter is that little push button there.
Okay.
You can touch it once.
Okay.
Okay. It cranked.
Again?
Yeah. Oh, that sounds pretty good.
That's not bad.
That sounds pretty good, guys and gals. Okay, turn that key to off.
The horn doesn't work.
Oh, that's not yet. You know, we gotta have a working horn.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try cranking it again. We got our little spark tester in here this time.
Ready?
Yep. We got no spark. Okay, turn that key off. We'll pull our battery cable again. And let's pop. What would it be? Distributor cap. Probably. Ooh,
Doesn't look bad.
holy cow! That's a dang new cap, dudes and dudettes. Holy smoky! Oh, look at those points though. Get down in there. How crusty those bad rides are.
Yeah, that'll do it to you, maybe.
Yeah. All right, we'll get a little cleaner on that. Come on now. Flip it around. What's that look like? Might need some more. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, we shaved him down with some emery cloth. Let's see if we got a little.
You want me to go?
Nope. We ain't got no sparky spark. Okay, we got to check and see if we got power going to this battery right here. Okay, we didn't have power to our coil. And so we jumpered from positive battery to the positive side of the coil, and we now have power showing inside the distributor. So let's do a little, ooh, I can see they're arcing already. They're happy. All right. We're back together. Let's go key on and let's give her a little crank and we'll watch our spark tester here. We're not seeing anything.
Hello everybody, day 2 on the 1950 Chevy Deluxe here, and we've got more signs of hope. Cranked it over, finally have some spark after numerous failed attempts to figure out why we don't have spark. We tested the capacitor, we tried to get a different cap and rotor, got the wrong one, new plug wires, new plugs, all that good stuff. Couldn't figure it out. We decided to go back and check something that we found this summer in our DeSoto after hours of wasted time searching, and we have some good old-fashioned burn-through points.
Yeah.
So
this bit us on the DeSoto just prior to the church car show. The day we went to fire it up and take it there and show it off, it wouldn't start. And after spending too much time not changing points, we finally found that they were burned straight through. So I especially, did not learn from that. And we're back here again. But now we've got good spark. We've checked it with the spark tester. And we're going to throw some gas down this guy and see what happens. All right. Okay, hang on. Try again. I didn't hear any knockies. No rattles. Okay, yeah. We'll get there.
for a second there.
Yeah. We'll get there, I think. From the starter side of things.
Yeah.
Okay. Some smoke. We're getting there. Okay. Little roughage, but again, no bad noises.
No.
All right. Yep. Woo!
It smoothed out.
It really smoothed out there at the end.
I bet it's just a little odd with the car.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's got some stuff in it, or.
A few minutes later.
I don't know why. Go ahead. Why will it not stay running?
You're still feeding it gas, right?
Well, I'm trying to get it running fast enough just to grab the bottle, but it. Go ahead. Look, it ain't very smoky.
Yeah, most of it's in here.
Yeah, but still.
It's not as bad as some stuff. No. That's surprising me because there's some stuff in the cylinders. Cool. Sick.
Good job. Well, there you have it. This here 75-year-old Chevy coupe ain't dead yet. Customer stopped by today. We got a plan. We got more vidges coming. Super stoked. Thing runs great. All 6 cylinders. No bad noises. Barely any smoke. Thanks for watching this one. We'll catch you on the next one.